Across America and the world, chocolate has become as specialized and as expensive as coffee and wine. Making custom chocolates is a complex endeavor, one part science and many more parts art. Viewers Laurel Bowman witnessed one young entrepreneur's passion unfold.
This is more than your everyday chocolate. It's a confection approaching art. We're in the kitchen with Robert Ludlow of Fleurier Hand-Grown Chocolates in Washington, D.C.
Thank you.
This is Ludlow's first attempt at his own business, and it is clearly his love.
One thing my dad told me when I started this is he said, this will be your baby. This will be what is the most important thing in your life for the first few years.
Ludlow and his small group of workers have grown the business considerably. He told me that some of his best and most popular chocolate has its origins in Africa. What does this have to do with Africa?
Well, the beans were actually grown in Africa, and they're some of the best beans in the world. Once you get above around 75% of cocoa mass in chocolate, it should be way too bitter to eat. However, these are just extraordinarily bold and fresh.
And here we have it. Beautiful, but is it good?
Chocolate from Africa, from the Ivory Coast. Let's see how it tastes. Really good.
Ludlow uses ingredients in his chocolates that you might not expect to see or taste. This one has red wine and lavender.
It smells amazing.
So one of the top sellers here is this bacon chocolate bar. It's actually made with bacon fat with this liquid smoke, which is the bottled condensation of charred soaked hickory wood and actual bacon itself.
In another chocolate, Ludlow uses a 12-year-old single malt scotch, pretzels, and sea salt. It doesn't look appetizing so far, but when this glob hardens, the fun starts.
And then what we need to do is we break it up into small pieces so we can fold it through chocolate and produce the finished bar. So if you'd like to have a go, feel free.
Meaning?
Exactly.
Bang it with this hammer. Harder?
Yep.
Sorry.
Masterpieces in hand, Ludlow leaves his warehouse to make the supply rounds. He stops off at a store in the prestigious Georgetown neighborhood of Washington. He has some advice for people launching their own businesses. Focus on quality, because that keeps the customers coming back.
Please.
This man traveled a long distance to buy chocolate for his wife.
Obviously the quality is excellent, they're beautiful, and the fact that I've, driven an hour and a half to bring them home gets me big points.
You will work harder than you've ever worked before in your life. And it's some of the most gratifying work that you can do.
In Washington, Laurel Bowman for VOA News.
Well, joining us now is Laurel Bowman. Interesting piece there, but let me tell you the truth. I really want to get my teeth on that chocolate piece. But one question before we go there. Did you find any chocolate from Africa that could be compared with what is available here?
Well, so far, African countries aren't really producing the bars that you might compare to chocolate bars produced in Switzerland or the United States. They are doing it domestically in Africa. However, the cocoa, the raw material, is in so many chocolate bars. Cocoa is produced in Africa. It's one of the largest suppliers in the world. In fact, in the past 10 years, it's been a $1 trillion trade.
And what is keeping Africa behind is that there's no value being added to the cocoa because it's not produced locally. There's no chocolate production locally.
Absolutely. So, for example, a farmer might be paid $1 for a kilogram of chocolate, and the average kilogram produces 40 chocolate bars.
Wow.
So we see the potential down the line, and analysts see this coming as the cost of the equipment goes down.
All right.
But there's something much more important.
I'm sure there is behind that. that piece of paper. What is it?
I
Chocolate.
brought your present, Vincent.
Okay, thank you very
Okay,
much.
so
Chocolate.
this is chocolate with bacon.
It has bacon in it?
Bacon is a huge food
Yeah.
trend right now in America.
Yeah.
You know, we've always had bacon with our eggs here, and now
Exactly.
it's in our chocolate.
Let's try this.
Okay.
I mean, how do you
I don't know
explain-
that I'm going to try it, but you are.
Chocolate, I mean, bacon in chocolate, I would never have thought about that. It's the most,
Well, let's
the
see.
weirdest combination.
I've avoided eating it so far.
Let me try that.
Okay.
And I'm sure, perhaps after this, I will be completely converted. Interesting. Thank you very much. And you know what?
Should I try too?
Yeah, you can try, and that's where we want to end our show today. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to watch Africa 54 on our website at voaafrica.com. Thanks a lot and have a good night. Yeah. Not bad.